Shartimus.
Shartimus.
Shartimus. Prime. Shartimus.
Shartimus.
Shartimus. Prime. Reading comics.
Toys are hella sick.
Hella whacking it. Taking bad hits. Taking bad shits. Shartimus. Subscribe and shit. Pinche otome. Yeah. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's ShartimusPrime here, giving you an exclusive review of Marvel Legends Winter Soldier. Okay, now my voice is fucked up. I've been at Comic-Con all weekend and been having a good time and shit. I'm at the hotel, booked nice 10 and saw the snake in my pants. And I gotta say, first off, this figure has not been released yet, and it is due to Solid Snake in My Pants and Book Nice 10 that I have to tell them big thanks, and thanks to the guys at Hasbro for letting us do this review. I'm really sorry my voice sounds like shit, but I've been having good times, and yeah, so this fucking figure, man, dope. First off, I'm just really excited over all the figures that Hasbro's been doing. This Winter Soldier is sick, okay? But I want to get into some fundamental gripes, just because they did reuse a mold of a figure that I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of the Nemesis Wave Punisher, and this figure is basically a remold of that Punisher. So luckily Solid has the Punisher right here, okay, and you can tell it's the same thing. Mostly as far as like the torso goes, you can tell this is the same torso, okay? But they did do some changes. Like this Punisher has like really skinny ankles and everything like that, and that kind of bothers me. But these are brand new, these sculpted boots right here on Winter Soldier. Very cool. Alright, and these have a very glossy finish. It's very, very nice. Not necessarily so on this Punisher, but very nice finish right here on this Winter Soldier. It is dope. Now I'll get into articulation later, but yeah. So you can see the gun holster right here is the same, but like the collar is different. Of course, the brand new head sculpt and everything, and but very, 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 very similar sculpt. As far as they gave us bicep swivel. This one doesn't have bicep swivel, but this one clearly does. Basically, my point is that one thing learning from going to these conventions is that it's very expensive to make brand new molds. So when they give us new characters, they're more likely to reuse older molds, but they have changed things for the better. Double jointed elbows on this guy, okay? I want to go over the paint apps, because that's the thing that impresses me the most over this figure. I'm gonna get an articulation in a second, but the paint apps on this thing are fucking phenomenal, dude. Really huge step up, man. I'm really excited about the new figures, dude. They're just so fucking sick. The flesh tones, big complaint I've had with Hasbro, and I know other people have had the same complaint. But the flesh tones on this thing just looks better. Now there's a difference between the actual face right here and the neck, but overall the color of the skin is just way better. That looks sick. So if you get a good look at his face, that looks dope. I mean, to give you a comparison, again, here's the pale color of Punisher, you know what I mean? This thing is, this thing, you can tell they're getting a much more realistic look. The paint apps for this head, Ryan Wright pointed this out to me, that the head right here, his pupils, he has pupils on the face. Alright, and then on the interchangeable head, he has no pupils at all. It's pretty cool. Much appreciated. Very, very cool stuff, The overall navy blue color going throughout the figure is not just one solid color. They actually have it's a black kind of wash mixed in here with the navy blue. So you don't, it's not a flat color. You could, I don't know how well you can see it, but here, I'm gonna zoom in on the thigh. Can you see it? You can see it like on the wrinkles a little bit, right? It changes color. Let's turn this light on. So with the light on, maybe you can, But trust me, it is there. I'm not gonna lie to you guys about that shit. You know what I mean? The buckles and everything on this thing. I mean, dude, this is one of my favorite parts right here. Is this light's bothering me, dude. If you look at like this leather holster right here, I mean, man, this is sick. It looks like it's actually made out of real leather. It's got colors faded in there. It really reminds me of the Series 6 Deadpool. Alright? That is a very, very cool look, man. Got the little silver buckle in there. Okay, the little dots and notches on the thigh strap. Got little silver pieces right here going throughout. They colored this part. A lot of detail put into this thing, man. I mean, this is a cool... This is a very cool figure. It is painted very well. Like this cord thing that they have attached right here. See this, you know, damn, I wish they had done this like for an X3 Colossus or something like this. With the arm. So you could see the black wash right here on the silver. Very dope. It's not hella shiny, but it looks good. You know, nothing to really complain about. Yeah, I prefer shiny, but, you know, still, it does look dope. Okay. You got the logo right there. So I'm sorry. And you know, the glove right here is very shiny and glossy. And same thing with the boots, like I mentioned earlier, and how they added all the silver buckles and everything like that. So dude, they're giving us a lot of detail with this guy, you know. Now the articulation is, you know, it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite, but coming from, you know, this being based off of the Nemesis Wave Punisher, they did make some serious improvements. One really cool feature about this guy is that he does have a removable head. So you can get the Winter Soldier with long hair like this, okay? Or you can have this short hair version like you've been looking at already. So that's pretty cool. I'm not going to do a head swap right now. But the head moves back fairly well. Moves down. One minor complaint, you know, is that you can see the blue plastic underneath the neck right there. It's kind of funny looking to me. Moves side to side just fine. Unlike the Punisher, he does have solid ball joints right here on the shoulders. Okay, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. All right, like how they did, you know, but they did not have that on the Punisher, so this is a good improvement. You know, wrist moves up and down. Okay, and the wrist moves side to side. No articulation in the fingers, and same thing on the other side. He does have a different grip over here, so he can hold his gun. It would be cool if you know, still want the articulated fingers, so you know you can have both hands holding a gun if you want him to. You know, a really cool thing right here that I like is that he has this vest, right, and he has no waist movement, but he does have the diaphragm joint, right? But because of this vest, it's not really a vest, I don't know what to call it. Wow, the paint on this thing is actually really, really cool. It changed, yeah. You know, I really wanted to review this figure because I really do like the paint apps on this thing a lot. This is really, really nice. It is dope. The lighting in here is not ideal. I prefer daylighting, but hopefully you guys get the picture. Just, it's darker over here on the sides and it gets lighter in the middle. It's just really dope. Anyway, but because of this vest, it almost looks, it's like a false waist joint. It looks like it's a waist joint, but it's not. I thought that was cool. You know what I mean? But I do prefer overall the waist joint. So he does have ball jointed thighs up here up the top, double jointed knees. Oh, and he does have the thigh swivel. Okay, double jointed knees, and he does have articulation at the ankle, side to side, moves up and down a little bit, not actually too much. All right, no ankle pivot. I love that motherfucking ankle pivot, but no ankle pivot. You know, it just makes it harder for him to stand. You know, like that pose I had him in the beginning of the video. It took me a minute to set him up. He does come with this gun. I believe this is the gun that came with Maria Hill. I want to say it's the gun that came with Maria Hill. Correct me if I'm wrong. If not, it's the one that came with the SHIELD agent. Nick Fury. Actually, there's a Nick Fury picture right here. And, no, this is different. Yeah, so this is the Maria Hill one. And it is disappointing as hell that the gun is just one flat color black. It is a little disappointing. I still wish they would make this more like metallic looking. But, you know, not the worst. And he just fits in, you know, he holds the gun nicely. The finger, his pointing finger fits into the gun holster, or the, you know, into the gun holster, the gun like that. And that's it. I believe it's supposed to come with a pistol that could fit into this holster, because that'd be really cool if it did, you know. But I'm assuming he will. I'm not 100% sure about that, but this is a huge preview. Now, this is not a custom-made figure. This is a production figure right here. So this is what we're all going to see when the Marvel Legends hit the shelves. I'm really, really excited about this shit, you guys. You will be excited. I'm stoked. You guys should probably be stoked, but the Legends they're really hitting an improvement. It's been really, really cool. But of course, you know, things like the ankle pivot and the waist articulation, you know, that's real important stuff that, you know, I hope to see come back. But they've really won me over on the paint apps more than anything. That was like a huge loss from Hasbro. More than anything was the paint apps, and they're bringing it back. So the paint apps are really selling me right here more than anything. Not as much as articulation, but the paint apps are really doing it for me. I just 5 times doing this video. Okay, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.